Alright, I'm back, and the purpose of this episode will just be to briefly show the inside of New Jonesland. Again, I'll make more videos even on this region in the future as things happen. So this, if you have not seen this before, this is the Museum of Microciv Eternal City, which will, if you go around in most of the areas, you'll be able to see all the cities, regions, and most of the regions, the ones that I want to do, or feel they're worth putting in, and bookshelves and books where they'll give a little piece of history. So let's head inside. And yeah, the first video turned out pretty good. I know it's running a little slow, but it has a cool look because it makes the graphics look more old school on the video than they are. It looks more like Minecraft when you actually download it and play it, but when you are watching the video, it makes it look like a DOS game, which I kind of like. Okay, so the first city out here, or the first city that we're going to encounter, is Chalktopia right here. And the purpose of this place was basically just to, it was founded by Verdania, King Bruno, just so he could have a place to play basketball here. Down here, I'm not going to go down here too much, but this is the oldest city in the region that dates back to 1996. Whoops, I went down too far. And I'm not going to go down there because I just realized I didn't finish it. So that's the only part that's unfinished, so I'm going to have to do that this coming week. So this is Elm right here. And that city has been around since 1996, and then, well, it was founded in 1996, and then it was brought back in 2023. It's an industrial power, or has been. I'm not sure. I think it's going to lose a lot of its status now since there's so many new cities. Now, all those cities I showed you in the video that were outside, and these other cities, most of them, and a lot of them in here, they were cities, not necessarily the names for the most part, but actually, I don't think at all the names, but some of them were planned to become cities either in 1996 or 1997, but it never happened. So now they're finally coming into existence. Now this is the city-state of Front Room, or at least how it is right now. This was actually the first story here that I can give. So originally, now Jennifer Hoffman wanted to claim this. She was sitting it, and she named it Comfy City. Now, King Bruno, well, according to the rules of the game, he has the rights to claim it because he lives at this area. So he overruled that, and then he named it Partyvania, I think. Yeah. But then his grandma came along and decided, well, that's not going to happen because she claimed it. And I'm like, well, what are you going to name it? And she decided to name it Comfy City, or Front Room. So we'll see how that works. Okay, there's no city in here as of yet. It's just the living room. So let's head. I think that's everything down here. Let's head on upstairs. And the reason why she was able to overrule it is because she didn't claim anything yet. So technically, if she's playing, she has the rights to that, as King Bruno's already made several claims. Here's another city. This is a relatively new one, called Jelm, part of the Chieftain of Kelm. And here is Pinkberg, claimed by Verdania, which has seen no use yet. Not much use anyway. Actually, it has seen some use, but not much. Not much. And then here is an unclaimed area, unclaimed city, which I'm assuming will be claimed very quickly. I think that's the only one left inside that's not claimed. And here is Blueopolis. The population in here has got up to 3 so far. A little bit of industrial activity in here so far, so it is starting to happen here. And here's one of the first cities during the comeback, the 2024 phase of the comeback, I should say, that I wanted to make happen. It's a beautiful view up here, the city of Quelm, the chieftain of Quelm. And you can see the backyard and the swamp from here, or much of it. And I believe that is it. I think I got everything. So one thing to mention about Front Room, the city-state of Front Room here, is that it does extend outside. Down here there's a little area. And outside there's a couple so Whelm, which is actually technically inside, I showed in the last video, is like that too. It has that little area, and then Exelm as well, which is right, the outside area is right next to the outside area for Whelm. So there is a possibility that some of these other rooms might be claimed in the future. We'll see. But for now, the only unclaimed city on the inside part of the New Jonesland is the little closet up there. And I think I know who's going to claim it. We'll see. And I will be back later. This is just getting started. I'm just gonna, once in a while, I'll be making these videos. Usually I'll be telling, whatever stories come to mind or whatever, but for the ones I can remember anyway. But yeah, when I get into the old regions, it's going to be hard to remember a lot of that. But when something happens significant, and it happens in a region that is done, I will try to make a video for it. If not, this is just a museum you can go into, and it will be maintained to a degree.